Hello there. Hi, Chozo. Can I just say congratulations? That is amazing. You learned the meaning of life. You figured it out. Oh, please tell me. What is the secret? Please tell me. I've been searching all this time. I need to know.
Life is roadblocks.
True. Life is Roblox. Turns out DJ Khaled figured it out before all of us. So that's awesome. Well, welcome. I hope you're having a good Monday. To this Monday today, we are alive, and so that's something, right? We're alive. That's it. Like, hooray! It's 1,000 million times better than not being alive. So there's that. It's a holiday, so yes. Oh, it's a holiday for you? Hey, nice. What holiday is it? What day is today? Today is December 8th. You got this Monday off? Nice. A religious holiday? Who cares? Celebrate. Celebrate. No, we must celebrate every day that we are alive, for sure. But yeah. So, what should I talk about? I've got my memes for today. Let's pull them up. Let's pull up our first meme. Because I do have kind of a philosophical question for all of us today. Hi, Refly. Hello. Ooh. Hi, Refly. Welcome, my friend. Okay, so philosophical question for us today. Now that we're all alive, we're all here. I think, therefore I am. So let's put our thinking caps on. Let's think. Economic philosophy. I actually don't know anything about economic philosophy, but that's the whole point of r/philosophy memes is a bunch of people who've never read philosophy hypothesize about philosophy. So this is the place for me, honestly. Something to do with money being fake. Okay, so what does this have to do with my question? My philosophical question is money fake. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so I recently discovered something really interesting and I want to know your take on it. My husband would probably advise that I don't share this information, but you know what? He's not here, so I'm going to share it anyway. Although it's probably not a good idea. Oh well. So, anyway. Oh, did you just dox my... Doxed. Popular work 8292. Well, the thing is, I can't change it, you guys. How do you change your Reddit username? You can't, right? Are you supposed to start out with a specific account? It just hands you an account, right? Doxed. Well, yeah, you have no control over what kind of I love how you typed it incorrectly twice. Good job. Okay, we're alive. Woohoo, we're alive. Anyway, so what happened was... So my philosophical question is this. Is day trading ethical? Is day trading ethical? Alright, so like a lot of people, back in 2021, I dabbled in some stock trading. And especially when cryptocurrency was going on. Yes, I was one of those people who bought fucking Dogecoin, okay? I bought the freaking cryptocurrency. And you know what? I'm still holding it from 2021. So that tells you what kind of trader I am. That tells you my skills as far as trading. Making money out of money is a bit... Oh, yeah, absolutely, Refly. So, okay, here's the thing. I'm spending like $20, $30 every time. Okay, we're spending chump change. We're just playing around. All right, we're not forking over our life savings. No, none of that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I have Robinhood, right? Don't worry, I'm not about to peddle my new cryptocurrency. Okay, wait. If I had a cryptocurrency, what would it be called though? It'd be called Mushcoin. Mushcoin. Buy now. So I could quit this Twitch streaming thing and become an absolute millionaire. Buy Mushcoin today. Oh my gosh, hi Eris. Hello, hi Eris, hi Dom. We're discussing the ethics of day trading and whether it's ethical or not. I realize I need to, with our limited philosophical knowledge. As you can see, I'm here on Philosophy Memes, r/Philosophy Memes, which is a place for everybody who's, we might not have read the books. Actually, I think I've read more philosophy books than a lot of people on this site, to be fair. Okay, so anyway, let me tell you what happened. So I spend $20, $40 on a stock, okay? Not that much, chump change, okay? Well, it's money, right? I spent one on a stock like 6 months ago, okay? $40. Okay, I checked my Robinhood account today. I probably shouldn't reveal, I don't care. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm not supposed to say it out loud, but you know what? Whatever. It ended up being $3,000. I opened my fucking app. I was like, what? Huh? I was like, yeah, this is crazy. Don't worry. So now we're discussing the ethics, right? Like, what the fuck do I do? What do I do? Right? Because, it was like this random company. Sometimes I go on the big movers, right? I see who's fallen 50%, who's fallen 30%, whatever, and I buy it, just to see. So it turns out this particular stock was, and I didn't know about this. Okay, I had no idea. It was part of a pump and dump scheme. This was after I bought it. Okay. So now it's being investigated by the SEC. Okay. Again, I was not involved. I bought it way before this even happened. But like, what do I do? I don't know. My husband told me it's like selling an empty milk carton for $3,000. So whoever's buying it is spending their money willingly. However, it's garbage. And that doesn't sit right with me. So Refly says the only ethical thing to do is to donate the profits to some charity, right? Because it's money I wouldn't have had before, and also like there's no way I deserve it, right? And it just feels kind of gross to take that much money. When I don't personally need it. Reinvest it. Okay, reinvest it too. I considered that as well. I just money fake. Money fake. That's what it all feels like to me. Like trading stocks and everything, it feels like it's all just fake. So anyway, that was what happened to me. So strange. Anyway, so let us look at another meme, shall we? Before we begin our Cake Manic Monday. This is the mood I'm in today. Do you ever cook something in the microwave, but it's still really cold in the middle, and you just keep eating it instead of heating it longer because life is pointless and entropy is unavoidable, and And the universe is filled with callous and casual destruction. Choza said, Choza will be my my charity that I'll donate to. Okay, that sounds ethical. Choza's the person in need that I'll donate it to. No, that's actually a good idea. I think I will do that if I'm able to retrieve any of the money. I know one or two people that I think lucked on bets and then said, fuck it, I guess this is my job now. Right. I don't think I'd be able to ever make it my job. I want to provide value. And in my opinion, I mean, if people want to do that, that's fine. But in my opinion, I feel like I need to contribute something of value in order to retrieve value, right? To extract value. And maybe that's just, But then again, when you consider the amount of people in the world that do not provide value and yet, extract a lot from our society. I don't know, honestly. So anyway, this is my mood for today. You ever have one thing go wrong and you're like, fuck it. Life is meaningless. I don't care anymore. You suddenly become a nihilist. You suddenly just say, you know what, the universe is fucked. It's like one petty little thing goes wrong. Like if I burn my mouth on some tea or something, I'm like, oh. Disgust. Yeah. Do I feel guilt? Absolutely. Disgust, joy. I'm glad we're feeling these emotions. Let's feel them out to their full potential, shall we? Here's the thing. Joy, disgust, and surprise. Ooh, we have 3 ingredients. Okay. We're starting off strong today. We're already making a potion. That's insane. Okay, joy, disgust, and what was the other one? Surprise. So we love. Would this technically be called intellectualizing your own suffering? Is that what this is? Is that what do you guys do that? What does it mean to intellectualize your own suffering? That's this, right? Or no, it's I feel like it's something I do all the time. Where it's like I'm suffering, right? And I'm always asking myself, why am I feeling this way? And then I'm trying to wrap my head around okay, so maybe it's because this person dropped into my dreams last night, this person from my past, and maybe it's my brain and my body trying to tell me that I need to reconcile with this person even though I haven't talked to them in 5-10 years. Or maybe it's because the weight of the world is just starting to bear down on my shoulder. Maybe it's because I exposed myself to too much world events today. It's just I start getting these explanations of why. That's intellectualizing your own suffering, right? Okay, I'm looking up the potion right now. Joy, surprise, disgust. I feel like we've made that one before, but let me see. Maybe we haven't. Oh my god, we haven't. Okay. So, we have made potion number 98. Potion of Enhanced Leap. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna download it right now. Give me 1 sec. It takes 10 million years every time I do it. Anyways, I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic Monday. If you're alive, then that's good. Then that's something. That's always something. That's always something you could fall back on is, oh yeah, I'm alive. That will always be better than the alternative. in my opinion. So, okay, where's my, hello? Ah, look at this. Ooh, it's a nice deep purple color. We've made Potion of Enhanced Leap. Disgust, joy, and surprise. I love this very shapely bottle. It's very attractive to me. I love it. It looks very much like a woman's body. Delightful. Okay, I'm gonna put it next to my face. Put it right here. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Nice. Dom says, Krishnamurti says, if you're trying to understand something instead of experiencing and surrendering, then you are trying to escape it. Maybe some truth in that, but kind of extreme. Oh, shit. Oh, I think you might be right, actually. Ooh. I think you might be right. Right, because what am I trying to do? When I'm trying to figure out the reasons why I feel a certain way, I'm always trying to avoid it happening again in the future, right? When I'm like, okay, so why am I feeling this way? The motivation behind it is so that I can avoid it next time. Wait a minute, why is that playing from my speaker? Okay, one sec. Let's open the game. Yes, she's pregnant. Yes, the Cake Mania lady. What? You didn't know the lore? Well, this is a new game. This is Cake Mania Lights Camera Action. Because she's pregnant. And so now her husband has to take over the cake. No, she is with child. Alright. There we go. Yes. So this one has not only a cake shop, it also has a time to update the Wikipedia. It has a pizza shop and it also has a clothing store. So, oh yeah. Have I already played this game? Absolutely. Are we gonna start right in the smack middle? Absolutely. So you can definitely, so Dom also said, you can definitely have insightful thoughts about suffering and also delusions. Yeah, delusions, for sure. So what I'm doing here is I forgot to hit the thing where it lets me get superstar. So all these blue cakes are not superstar, and I need to go back. We're 100%ing this game. So let's do it. Starting from level 1. See, I was playing relaxed mode this whole time. I had no idea. I was playing on easy mode. The audacity. I like this one because it has the new age music. It's awesome. Speaking of which, I told you guys, let me give you an update on my brick that I'm making. My mycelium brick for the temple. I stuffed so I mixed it, so the mycelium's growing. I've been like mixing it every 3 days. I've been adding flour and water to it, and now it's just in a box with some tinfoil around it, and it has to grow still. And then after that, I'm gonna transfer it to a giant bag and like spray the outside of the bag so it can stay moist. I hate that word. Anyway, and then it'll be done. Like, I think like next week, my brick will be done and I'll be able to mail it to the middle of the desert, and they'll start constructing the temple with it. I'm wondering if they'll let me use personal items to decorate it or not, because if so, I'm going to obviously use my... Okay, let me make sure my social security card's not in here. Okay, I put it somewhere else. I'm going to use my orchids to decorate it. Yes. I'm gonna put these dried. I finally have a you know, a use for these dried orchids. Here, zoom in. Hello. All right, it's not gonna zoom in, but you get the idea. I'll cover the outside with these dried orchids, and it'll be so pretty, won't it? Yeah. I think I could like what? If I super glue them though. Okay, here's the thing. So I'd want something on the outside to cover it, right? Because otherwise it'll just degrade really fast. So maybe if I like I need something clear to put over the top of it and onto the brick so it could still be preserved. Because this is fully dry, so it won't like degrade or anything unless, but if it's like exposed to the wind, then that'll be a problem. Orchid coin. Yeah. So, anyway. Yeah, because I got so many little orchids in here that I just want to use. They've just been sitting here waiting for a purpose. I don't know, is it weird? No, it's not. What am I doing? I'm respecting this plant. Yes, I may be keeping the little corpses in a box, but it's respect. Respect for nature, I think. I don't know. Shout out to Sanskrit. Oh wait, you're commenting about Refly. So Refly said, if you type a random combination of multiple consonants and vowels, there's a high chance it will be in one of Dom's books. Okay, yeah. I don't know much about Sanskrit, but you're probably right. Listen, Dom has some pretty fire books. I need to go back through and look at the next one I want to read. Did I start reading Sophie's World? No, I did not. Shit. You weren't supposed to know that, Refly. Oh yeah, I revealed that in a different, yeah, it is. It is actually bad feng shui to keep dead flowers. But it's like if they're out in the open, you know, if you're keeping like a bouquet of dead flowers, that's bad feng shui. I think if it's in like a little tin, I'm sure it's fine. See, look, the energy is being blocked by the metal, so it can't escape. Right? Because you know, like in feng shui, mirrors do actually reflect energy, and so you need to be very precise about where you place mirrors in your house. You can't place a mirror like right across from your front door. That's terrible, because whatever comes in is going to be immediately go back out. So I like to think that so maybe what I did when I opened the box was that all the bad energy just like came out, and now we're going to be cursed for the rest of the stream. Fuck. It's possible. Dom, I did like Alice in Wonderland. We're not finished reading it yet, so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. We'll do another yoga stream and another reading of Alice in Wonderland. But anyways, so, oh wait, did I post my question of the day today? I didn't. I might have forgotten it by now. That's okay. Does anybody have anything they would like to discuss? Oh, how was everybody's weekend? That's a required question. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I swear to God, whoever was involved in the creation of tonsils, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk because, like, the design of them, terrible. Absolutely terrible. IRS is at the door for crypto. Listen, it's not crypto this time. It's not crypto, the one that I gained. It was just like a really small organization with like 23 employees. This is the best game you could afford. I haven't withdrawn the money yet, Chozo. How dare you? This is my favorite childhood game. Cake Mania. It's a dopamine maximization game. We're playing, it's a point and click game. Trust me, when you've got a stream going in the background, you playing this game, you get really locked in, especially towards the end. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, no. Fuck. Oh wait, I think I hit it in time. We're good. Tonsil stones are proof humans were not designed. Okay, that's fair. Do you think there's a banned / not recommended list of games by the Mormon Church? There's not a list, but and it's kind of up to everyone's own discretion, but there's definitely guidance on what's allowed and what isn't allowed. So, like, for example, music with bad language is not allowed. So I wasn't allowed to listen to any music with swearing or with any sort of suggestive, I got in trouble one time for having a song that said "Oh my God" in it. So that's what you can imagine. So you can imagine how my childhood went. So yeah, obviously, so it's very interesting because there tends to be a little bit of irony, or a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like two-sidedness. Like violence, very intense violence is usually permissible, but any sort of sexual content, any sort of sexualization of women is absolutely forbidden. And so if you see like women in bikinis, like, oh my God, the amount of times that I've sat down watching a movie and been with like friends or family members or whatever, and the amount of squirming that they do, and I'm telling you, like, adults, okay? The amount of squirming that people do, and ooh, oh no, ew, gross. A woman's body, okay? How do you think that affected me as an adult? I want you to take a wild guess. Anyway, so that's like absolutely not. But if you have, for example, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, the third movie, where if you see the extended edition of the third movie, which makes the movie rated R, just so you know, there's this one scene where they are like on this wagon, and the wagon is like beheading goblins and orcs, and like literally like heads are flying and blood is flying and violence and shit. Oh yeah, my dad watches that. He watches The Matrix. Why? Because The Matrix has violence, yes. Absolutely no sexual content and no swearing. Those two things are absolutely forbidden. So those are the rules. I didn't make them, but I did have to abide by them. Oh, dang it. Okay, let me try again. I wasn't fast enough. My kid would be in trouble if... Oh, my days. Oh, I still need to make a soundbite of that. Wait, I think I do have the soundbite. Here. I want to share this soundbite with you guys. This is very important. Oh my days. I asked him his permission. He said that's fine. The alien, the British alien. Okay, let's see, where is it? Where did I save it? Oh my days. VIP Marissa, you absolute legend. Oh my days. Okay, untitled video made with Clipchamp. No, probably not that one. I better not play a random video. That's going to be a bad idea. Potman, no. Untitled video. I do not. You know what? I need to have a better organization system for my freaking files. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm just a girl. Okay. It's not happening. I've got like 5 billion. You want to see this? I've got like 5 billion untitled. Okay, this is embarrassing. This is what my files look like, by the way. It's fine when you like don't have that many files, but when they start to build up, then you're like, oh crap. I should have started from the beginning. I should have started organizing from the beginning, but I don't know. You guys file organizers or not? Maybe it's in videos. Okay, let me scroll away from this because I don't know what I have in my videos. That's for my eyes only. Oh no, I don't have anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's a nice clip from Alan Watts. What's this? What's this Alan Watts quote?
We live in an eternal now.
Oh, this is where my meme review thing is. Okay, that's cool. Without the lo-fi music, you've got all the time in the world. Okay, well, it's lost. It's lost forever. It's gone forever, never to return. What if you use the search function? Well, Chozo, the problem is that I didn't name the file, so I don't know what the name of it is. I was just hoping to scroll past something that looked familiar, and then click on that. Dead ass. The folder with single Chinese character is a meme by itself. Oh yeah, what is the folder with a single Chinese character? Don't know. Sorry, my friends. You'll have to hear the wonderful alien's voice another time. I hope he's doing well. You know, I haven't stayed up to date with what the alien's doing. I think he's concluded his watermelon bursting activities. He's moved on to more, I would say, like, more brain rot activities, if I had to be honest. But you know what? He's just smart, right? He knows how to play the game. He knows how to game the system. He's like, how can I get money from these Gen Zs and then return it to the community? He's like a modern day Robin Hood. Alien brain rot Robin Hood. For real. Because that's what he did with the money, is he went to the food bank. He just uses it all for giving back to the community. The best search tool for Windows. Void tools everything. Okay, I'll try that next time. It's not going to destroy my computer, is it? Oh, what the heck is this? How is it even possible to get that much money? Can I buy materials? I don't think I can. That's crazy. Why won't you let me buy the materials? Nope, it won't let me do that. That's fine. That's fine, I didn't need to anyway. We've got like 5 customers today. Oh, okay. I remember the, okay. Question of the day. If you could have any hobby, what would it be? And what's stopping you from starting now? Send. There. That's my question of the day. If you could have any hobby, what would it be? And what's stopping you? What's stopping you from doing it now? You're alive, right? So you're alive, you're able-bodied. What's stopping you? So mine would be writing a book. I'd like to write a book, a fantasy book. It's gonna be, I actually, like, at one point I mapped the whole thing out of what I wanted it to be. Like all the characters, kind of a rough idea of what the plot would be. Yeah. But what's stopping me, I guess, is just like confidence, not trusting in my abilities, and also not having motivation. Like, actually, the thought of actually spending the time to write several thousand words, that's a lot. Joseph said, my hobby is video games and I'm already doing it. Okay, cool. So you don't want to start anything else. You're like, I'm good. Okay. Refly says, remember, no sexual content, only violence. Well, what if I don't want to sell it to Mormons? What if I don't want to sell it to Mormons? Okay, well, I'm convinced that it's physically impossible for me to get superstar on that, so never mind. Never mind, we're not doing that. Skip. Nice marketing trick. We will market to everyone except this one religion. We will discriminate. Well, okay. Obviously, what I said was a complete overgeneralization. All right, there's plenty of Mormons that will engage. Engage with certain type of media that I wasn't allowed to. I'm just talking about what I wasn't allowed to engage with when I was young, and what my community was doing. So there's different Mormon communities everywhere, but I'm talking about the Utah of the Utah. The stereotypical of the stereotypical. What? Did you hear that? What? Are you having a nightmare? Oh my god, she's having a nightmare. Toby, are you okay? Toby? Are you alright? What are you meowing at me for? What? Yeah. Did you have a nightmare? I'm sorry. Did the squirrels get away from you? Oh, sorry. Am I blocking the sun? Oh, how rude. She's over here sunning herself. You have the perfect life. Do you know that? Do you know how spoiled you are? Do you have any idea? You get to wake up, come lay in the sunbeam. She never has to worry about when she's gonna get fed, or like being out in the cold, or like being dirty, or anything, really. The only thing she has to worry about is when to lay at a different spot, or like when the humans are gonna touch her too much, rub her too much. She doesn't like being, she's okay with being touched like for maybe like 30 seconds, but after that she's like, nope, I'm done. See, she's done. All right. Oh, yawn. Oh, she's so adorable. Okay. She's so adorable. I love you so much. You have no idea. You have no idea how good your life is. Okay. There we go. Oh, let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, I mean, as long as you've done everything you want to do, you've got nothing left you want to do. Great. I don't know. I don't know why I can't possibly start my book. Because here's the thing. I listen to Twitch streamers who like to read small books written by, new authors. And some of them, I'm like, oh, I could... Oh, you know what? I think I could be a writer. I feel bad for saying that, but some of the ways that people write, I'm like, ooh, okay. Yep, you just put that out into the universe anyway. Alright. No, I'm almost jealous. I'm jealous of their confidence. I just don't have that. Perfectionism. Yep, that's true. Very much so. It has to be perfect. It has to be a best-selling novel. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Because why would I spend all the time, Why would I spend all the time writing it? Because I'm somebody who really struggles with that concept of the journey, not the destination. I'm always focused on the destination. 100% of the time. Like if the destination isn't what I aimed for it to be, the rest of everything that I spent on it was meaningless. Yep, unfortunately that's the way I think about things. I'd like to be different, but it's just the way it is. You ate 1 kilogram of... Damn! Sauce included or just pasta? Was that including the sauce? Oh wait, no, lasagna. Okay, for some reason I thought you said spaghetti. Okay. Damn. Good job. Well, it must have tasted good. Was it a frozen one or one you made yourself? Never frozen. Okay. Good. Oh crap. Okay, you know what? We're starting over. Screw that. We're doing it again. Just one at the store. Oh, I love buying things that are freshly made at the store. I always get the store's bread. Oh, let me tell you this. I will never buy processed bread again. I will always buy it from a bakery. It just tastes so much better. Or like my store has like pre-prepared food too. American bread. Laughs in European. Okay, to be fair, if you go to an actual, the problem is not our bakeries. The problem is the processed bread. So if you go to an actual bakery here in America, you can get good bread. And so that's what I've been doing. Like stuff that actually, it's kind of crunchy on the outside. It's got like kind of a savory quality to it instead of a sweet quality. Oh, it's so good. Crap, I just made that mistake, didn't I? I forgot I can't take her order because she's going to change everybody else's order. And no, I refuse to eat cardboard bread. I refuse. So anyway, that yoga stream I did on Friday was really fun. I think I'll do it again tomorrow. Another yoga and reading stream. We'll finish the rest of the book, and then from there, I do not know what I have planned for the rest of the week. Yep. Unfortunately, it's always the same. Every weekend I say I'm going to do a lot of things, and then I end up doing none of them. I am the cake maker. Oh, yes, I am. Well, I looked at some other, there's like a couple other channels that play it sometimes. But, yeah, I don't think anybody loves this game as much as me. For sure. It's just fun. I've been playing this like every chance I get. I'm actually addicted. Yeah, I'm really addicted. I'm a little bit worried, not gonna lie, especially when do you guys ever get to this, like have this kind of mood where maybe you travel somewhere or you do something that breaks up your routine, and it's almost, for me, like when I get into a too mundane of a routine, I start to become depressed. But then something breaks me out of it and I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. Now I'm gonna change up everything. Or like either that or I come back with a newfound appreciation for my mundane life. But then you start to slowly build those patterns again of like, oh yeah, we do yoga on Mondays and Wednesdays. We drink this drink on this day and this drink on this day. We have our morning hot chocolate every morning. And then I peel the pomelo, I peel the pomegranate, and then you end up doing the exact same thing every day. And you start to slowly fall back into those patterns. And then every weekend you're doing your cake mania with like your wine or whatever. And it's just the same thing every weekend. You have your Sunday, I have my Sundays, my Sunday ritual where I take a little something something and I have my spiritual Magic Sunday time. We'll call it Magic Sunday time. Which is actually pretty nice. That's very far from being mundane. But everything else, I'm like, am I just doing this to make the rest of the week palatable? Sometimes I ask myself that. Am I doing my Sunday ritual just to make the rest of my week palatable? The last thing I want to do is just cope. I don't think that's helpful. I need to start introducing, variety in what. But that's the thing, is that I get so comfortable with my mundanity. I don't want to branch out and do anything else. I don't want to go outside when it's dark at 5 p.m. I don't want to go to an event I don't want to go to a party. My husband and I went to a party on Friday. We stepped into the venue and I was like, I would like to leave. I need to leave. Unfortunately, we stayed for the whole thing, but I don't know how I put up with that. The other years we went to this party at the country club, which, because my husband's a lawyer, he gets invited to fancy parties. And so that's the one time a year when we have a fancy party and we go to the country club. I've never been there otherwise. and you're supposed to, it's like formal, and you dress up, and you've got cocktails beforehand, and you got like a 3-course meal, and like a, oh my god, it was horrible. It was terrible, actually. I was like having a massive existential crisis the entire time. I was like, this sucks. People listening to this are probably like, oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. That's so bad for you. You got to go to a nice fancy party and you hated it. There's people starving. Kim, there's people dying. It's like when Kim Kardashian loses her earring and her sister's like, there's people dying, Kim. I know, okay? I know. Suffering is subjective. I actually saw a meme on r/philosophy that was like, quote, suffering is subjective, and then it showed a man that was like skinned alive. And he's like, it's not funny, but it's like, he's like, yeah, fuck that. Suffering is subjective only to a certain point. You know, like, it's maybe mental suffering is subjective, but not physical suffering. There's definitely physical suffering that some people have endured that's way worse than anything I've ever experienced. Anyway, it was unbearable. We show up in this crowded room. It's so loud everybody has to shout to hear each other. And then everybody's asking the meaningless questions. What do you do? Are you a lawyer? What do you do for work? Where are you from? And then you have like 50 people ask you those same 3 questions. And you're like, there has been nothing of substance this entire night. Nobody has discussed anything of substance. All you're doing is drinking champagne and laughing like Jeff Bezos. Like, I'm hearing this boisterous laughing in the background. Like, It's interesting to be able to walk 2 worlds, right? I'm privileged enough that I get to walk 2 worlds. I get to walk in the world of some of the more wealthy individuals of Utah, and also just being in America. I'm inherently wealthy by living here. But then I also get to walk the worlds of all the refugees I work with and seeing how they live. You know, taking them to Department of Workforce Services, taking them to get food stamps, seeing what it's like to shop at the grocery stores that low-income people shop at, and like going into their low-income housing, seeing that kind of how those people live. And then I see the rich, and I just see the contrast, and it's like, well, and then when I travel to like China, or when I've been to Brazil or these other areas, like, it's just mind-blowing. It really is mind-blowing. Sometimes I show up at these events and I'm like, I feel disgusted being here. Who put me in this room right now? Why am I here? Who said that I could be here? And they can't. And really what it is down to is where I was born and who I was born to. And who I married. Like, it's nothing special that I did. I didn't do anything to earn being in those spaces. Who said the refugees have to live the way they do? Nobody did. It was because of where they were born and the circumstances they were born into. Hello, let's see, Axia. Is that how I pronounce it? Welcome to Real. Oof. Welcome, we're playing Cake Mania and talking about vlog. We're talking about life. Anything. But yeah. Sometimes I end up yapping for a while. Feel free to also ask me any question if you'd like, or I'm happy to discuss anything really. But yeah, so Reflex says, I feel like the psychiatrist that didn't pay attention. Welcome to Manic Mondays. Welcome to Therapy Mondays, Refly. Get with the program. That's what this stream is all about. It's about Marissa's therapy session. I'm sorry. Sometimes when I get started, I just can't stop. But yeah, it's something I think about when I attend these events, and it makes me disgusted, really. But I don't know personally what I can do about it. That's the thing. How can I, as one person, fix it? Because, like, I tell people... So I went to that event, right? Everybody's wearing their fancy clothes, and that's all they want to talk about is, like, how much money they made for their shareholders or the firm or fucking garbage. And I'm over here, I come in and I'm like, I'm an ESL instructor. And they're like, whoa, really? And then they proceed to ask absolutely zero follow-up questions. Because they don't care. They actually don't care, it's just performative. Like, oh, wow, good job. Just tell them next time, money fake. Okay, true. Okay, I'll pull that one out. Money fake. I'll tell that to the refugees who are struggling to make ends meet as well. To pay their rent. I'll tell that to them, we'll see how they take it. Money fake. Okay, here's what I'll say. I think that there is definitely a lot of value in money. Like, anybody who's rich will tell you, money doesn't buy happiness. We suffer too. Okay. I think it works like a, I wouldn't say even a bell curve, but I would say, like, there's definitely a threshold of money that you can reach where up until that point, it makes your life a lot better. If you've got enough money, it makes your life a lot better. But then once you go past, a little bit past the threshold of, oh crap. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it in time. Hurry! Oh, I made it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everybody's angry, but we're fine. It's way easier to make the second million than the first one. Yes. Yep, exactly. Sometimes you reach a certain point where you can start making money off of your own money. And when you reach that point, then that's like, okay. Then the utility that money provides you starts to wane. Only an idiot can't be happy being rich. I wouldn't say idiot, but I would say ignorant. I would say somebody who's ignorant. Whether that be because of the way they were raised or because they're willfully ignorant. They're choosing to ignore reality. I wouldn't say that like I wouldn't say that takes away from the suffering they experience. I feel like it is definitely possible for rich people to suffer mentally, etc., but the psychological suffering that you experience from like the burden that money provides is definitely something that happens because of ignorance. Something that happens because of perspective. If that person's perspective was shifted in a different way, then perhaps they would be able to be happy. And they're just ignorant to how to do that. And I don't blame people, honestly, because like finding self-actualization is kind of a tricky thing to do. Personally, like I'll say from my personal experience, it was difficult for me to do. And I'm somebody who is rich. You know, just the fact that I'm here in America, I'm rich automatically. So like I did have things that I psychologically had to suffer through, like for example, leaving the Mormon faith and like going through a whole faith crisis. That's suffering, right? Although if you were to like compare it to like anybody else's suffering, maybe that's not seen as like actual real suffering. It's like when you start to get into the comparing of suffering, it's like, oh God, you realize that it's like, it's so difficult. But a lot of like what's helped me overcome a lot of my suffering is reframing. It's not like I've really done that much different, or like my life has really changed that much. It's just my perspective has changed. I would say this, like, it's more, the higher up you are, it's more in your control to fix your situation, to fix your perspective. That's my opinion. And I think that's what sets rich people apart, is they have more control often. Anyways, I know this is a controversial topic, so we don't have to talk about it too much. But my K-pop fan fiction phase. Oh yes. Has anybody else had that phase? Just me? That wasn't suffering though. That was joy. That was joy for sure. I will say this, I think people should definitely stop comparing themselves to everybody else. Like, the comparison itself is going to hold you back from growth. I mean, it's just not useful. It's not helpful. The act of like saying, I have so much, why am I not happy? Look at all these other people, they're happy, why am I not happy? No, don't make that mistake. You're just like fucking dogpiling on yourself, dude. Stop. Trust me, I'm one to dogpile. I dogpile myself all the time. So this comes from personal experience. Wait, all I read was yoga cult, and now I'm intrigued. So it's confirmed, when you start your yoga cult, there's gonna be a Cake Mania music playing in loop. Is it that bad? Should I change to my other stock music that I have? Which would you prefer? Would you prefer the 3 hours of psychedelic rock, or would you prefer the Cake Mania music? I'm happy to switch. Ask and you shall receive. I live to entertain. That's my purpose. To entertain. Tom says you can get away with video game music. Oh, Refly, I've been aware. Have you heard of the, it's not the cocktail party. Yeah, it is. The cocktail party effect. The cocktail party effect. It's where you just tune it out. Oh, I think I screwed up. Crap, I screwed up. You are now aware that you are breathing. Don't you hate that though sometimes when you're like trying to sleep and then you become aware of breathing and you're like, how have I been doing this automatically this whole time? And then the more you think about it, the more you can't return to the automatic breathing. But then eventually you get distracted. Yeah, no, I know about the repetitive music. I'm just okay. Sleep is so strange. You never know the moment you fall asleep. Right. Well, have you guys ever experienced this where you can feel yourself falling asleep? Like you can almost. Sometimes I feel like I have a choice. Like, okay, wake up or keep sleeping, and I can make that choice mentally, and then I can feel myself falling asleep. It usually happens when I like lucid dream. Although I've also been in like altered states of consciousness. This is cool. I've been in altered states of consciousness where I've been able to both sleep and be awake at the same time. So I know that my parts of my brain are sleeping, but I'm still conscious. I achieve the sleep states of the brain. It's pretty awesome, actually. It's fun. I do it pretty often when I'm meditating. Oh my god. Everybody's gonna be mad at me. Here we go. Tranquillus. Welcome back, Tranquillus. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Sorry about the ads. Sorry. The second you come in, I subject you all to ads. How rude. The audacity. Are you in control of your sleep? At least ads are honest income. Tranquillus, can you hear me right now? Or are you in the ad void? Oh, okay. I'm doing all right. How about you? Today's Manic Monday, so I'm alive, but I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm still breathing, so that's something, right? I've been thinking about whether I should share this or not today, because I don't want to like trauma dump. What? Wait, that's awesome. You got Utah friends visiting your country. Gotta hang out with some Utahns. Nice. Remind me, are they Mormon or are they just Utah? What do they think? I have something else. Joseph's like, please, no more. No more trauma, please. I can't handle it. I know, today's the fire hose of trauma. Apologies. Get yourself a... Just open your own Twitch channel. And you know what? You too can trauma dump at your heart's content. I would invite anybody to do it. Tranquil said they grew up with it but left it or something. But they vibe with our Christian stuff. Oh, cool. Okay, so they're not like bitter. They're not like bitter atheists. That's fun then. Did you like spend, well, did they want to celebrate Thanksgiving with you? I know that's a American thing. But you just drank a lot? Hell yeah. Nice. You don't do that here. Yeah, I know. Thanksgiving is only an American thing. I was just wondering if the Utahns, because sometimes, like, when I lived in Brazil, my dad wanted to, like, celebrate Thanksgiving in Brazil. So we, like, went to a restaurant and stuff. Tom says, I got so mad once my mom tried to force me to go to church on Easter when I was an atheist. Tom, were your parents the kind to only go to church on Easter and Christmas? I remember learning about those people in the Mormon community where I was in. They would always discriminate against those people. They aren't real Christians. They're not real Christians. Okay, well I'm gonna have to start over. I didn't get enough. I want to get superstar. Why should we? We never signed a peace deal. The Mormons aren't even Christians themselves. Okay, true. I realize that other Christians look at Mormons and are like, you're not Christian. Okay, so wait, what is a real Christian then? Tell me. I am curious, because I never understood why people said that. Is it because they don't only study the Bible? Is because they study the Book of Mormon too? I know that, like, Mormons, they tend to focus more on the Book of Mormon. And they also... Oh, okay, so they're not Catholic or Orthodox. Oh, okay. So the Catholic and Orthodox are, like, real Christians. I get it. Interesting. Oh, I saw it explained in the movie Heretic, where he was like, "Here's Christianity," and he got out a game of Monopoly, and like he was like, "Here's Mormonism," and he puts down a game of Monopoly, Epic Modernity, or like, a spin-off of Monopoly. He's like, "This is Mormonism." It's like a spin-off of the original. I was like, oof. It's like a DLC. I heard somebody mention that Mormonism is like a DLC of Christianity. I would perceive that as true. Because we have alien. What are you talking about, Refly? Alien Jesus? Huh? Oh, you mean like the creator of the world? But other Christians believe Jesus created the world, right? Mormonism is cut content DLC. Oh shit. Well. Anyway, it is what it is. Those demonstrations stem from the apostles themselves. Dom says okay. So many opinions about this. Let's see. Normally they disagree about beliefs, right? Yes, yeah, Mormons and other Christians disagree about some things. Like, for example, I know that Mormons believe that there's a Godhead. Yeah, okay, Tranquilis, I was literally going to mention this. So Mormons believe there are 3 separate entities. The Holy Ghost, Jesus, and God. They're 3 separate beings. But Catholics believe it's all one, right? That Jesus is God. And I think that's an interesting take. Yeah, Mormons believe that Jesus is God's literal son. So they believe that there's also a heavenly mother who we're not supposed to talk about. We're not supposed to talk about her. It's forbidden. We're forbidden to even know her name. That's how sacred she is. Genuinely. I always thought it was fascinating. So... the Holy Mother. Well, that's the thing. They don't think it's Mary. They don't think Mary's they think it's someone. It's a different being, and that's interesting. Yeah, the lore of Mormons is quite fascinating. Some of the stories they get up to. Well, even the Bible, too. Joseph said, I believe in the great goddess Hylia, creator of Hyrule. Legend of Zelda. That's from Legend of Zelda. So anyway, whatever it is you believe, it's all valid here. It's all welcome here. We may disagree on some things, but that's okay. That's okay. You can personally know in your heart that you're right, and you know, whatever everybody else thinks, it doesn't need to matter, you know? As long as you are okay with what you think in your heart, then you don't have to convince other people. I've given up. I've given up trying to, like, honestly, I don't think it's up to me to convince other people to believe certain things. So I've just, like, stopped. Whatever my parents want to believe, whatever my family wants to believe, that's great. As long as it's not harming anybody, great. You know? That's fine. I don't need to get involved. It's their own personal journey. Dom says Catholics seemed more chill about who is and isn't a Christian. Cool. I like that emoji, Chozo. That's cool. Anyways, what were we talking about before this? Oh, dang it. No, I was so close. Oh, I was so close. Okay, I'm doing this one more time. Let's, they like the Netherlands. Okay, that's cool. I think I would like the Netherlands too. I'd like to visit. One of these days. One of these days I'm actually going to visit Europe. It's going to happen. What? She meowed at me again. What? Are you having a nightmare again? Toby. Toby. What is it? What? What, sweetie? Hi. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Hi. Hi, did you need some attention? Did you need some attention? Oh my goodness, were you wondering where mommy was? I love you. You have no idea how good your life is. You have no idea. Do you know how other cats live? That's what I think. When I think about, like, comparing suffering, you know what I mean? I think about Toby, for example, and how good her life is. And, like, am I supposed to make her feel bad, you know, for the way other cats live? Like, oh, look outside. Look at those cats that have to hunt for their food, and they, you know, they don't have a steady source of food and shelter. You should feel bad about that. You wouldn't tell a cat that, right? So, I mean, when I see my cat, I think about how good her life is, and I just say, you know what? She deserves it. I think every human deserves a good life. So you shouldn't feel bad for having a good life. Getting caught in the, you know, comparison of everything, I think is not helpful. Now, the question of whether you have a duty to help other people when you have a good life, that's a different question. If the question of whether because you have a good life you have a duty to help others, you know, I might say yes to that. But the question of whether you should feel bad, feel guilty for having a good life, I think the answer is simple, and the answer is no. Tranquilus is lifting right now. Hell yeah. Gonna hit 90 Hey, that's more heavy than me. That's heavier than me for sure. That's like 20 kilograms heavier than me. Damn. How often do you go to the week again? I mean, how often do you go to the gym? Every week is what I meant. That's what I meant to say. 6 days. God damn. Wow. That's impressive. I'm trying to exercise 3 times a week. That's my goal for myself. I try and work out like 4 to 5 times a week. Like, so I'll do like home. I'll do yoga at home. But like actually going to somewhere to do yoga, I'm trying to do it 3 times a week. It's your addiction. There are worse addictions to have, my friend. There are much worse addictions to have. Dom says, I only...
are this universe.
Ooh.
And you are creating it at every moment.
Thank you so much for following. Wow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Axio. Welcome. Yes, feel free to hang out with us, to lurk, to whatever you would like to do. Anyways. Oh, okay, so Dom, you were saying you only speak to your cat telepathically. Okay. That's okay. That's cool. I know that she can't understand me. She can't hear me when I talk to her verbally. No, it's okay. No, I mean, technically, right, they can't understand you. I mean, nonverbal communication, I feel like they have a better chance of understanding. But I like stimming. I like just being like, you're so cute. You're so cute. I love you. I feel like she gets the general idea. They understand the emotion in your voice. Right. Or the tone of what you're, the tone of your voice. Yeah, they definitely understand that. Mm-hmm. I like to say the same thing over and over and over again. She seems to like it. She doesn't mind. Other people might be like, that's annoying. My cat loves it though. I just like singing my dog's names over and over. Oh, that's so wholesome. Yes. Serenade your dogs. See, that animals deserve everything. They deserve the entire universe. The amount of purity, and she's just a pure, special, beautiful life. And here she is she licking her asshole? Okay, she's not. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to give everything to her. She deserves the world. She has no idea how much I love her. I'd imagine if there was a God, God would feel the same way about us. Like, look at these beautiful, special beings that there's a little bit of it's not condescending, it's just kind of like, oh, I just want to protect you, and, I feel like he'd feel the same way. Give yourself a squat rep. Build mega glutes. Damn. Yeah. The thing is, I can't do. I've concluded that I just can't do repetitive exercises. I can't do like regular gym-based activities. I get bored. I gotta do something that's like, it looks like dancing. That's why I do yoga. It's like a different pose every time. Some stretching involved. There's some, you never know what's gonna come next. So Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Oh, he's not gonna leave. Okay. We're fine. I think we made it, you guys. We did it. Tranquilus, do you want to build muscle? I do want to build muscle, and I do think yoga actually can build muscle. I disagree. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. It depends on what kind of yoga you do. Because you do, if you do like chaturangas, for example, you're doing like push-ups, right? Or if you do like lunges, a lot of lunges. I like doing lunges. Lunges build muscle. I realize you're talking about building like micro tears. Body weight has its limit. Yeah, I realize you're talking about building micro tears by, you know, pushing yourself to the limit. There's some trade-offs you have to make. Some trade-offs you have to make in life. Unfortunately, my trade-off is that I'm gonna have to not have any gains. No gains for me. I'm gainless. Axio said I can't even do crow. Dude, I can't do crow pose either. No way. Crow pose is notoriously one of the hardest poses to do in yoga for sure, because it's basically well, obviously you go from crow pose to doing a full handstand. But I think the difference between crow pose and full handstand is small. Once you're able to achieve crow pose, then doing handstand is like, you know. But getting to do the crow pose is like, you're gonna try? You gonna try doing crow pose? Okay, let me know. Let me know if you're able to do it. Yeah, I'll show here. I'll show you guys. You want to see? I'll show you how you did it. Damn. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, look at this. I'm doing it right now. Watch. Watch and learn. This is as close as I can get to fucking crow pose. Bless you. Where's my cat to sneeze, by the way? Okay. Okay. So. You're supposed to warm up before doing this, but obviously we're not doing that. So that also decreases our likelihood of being able to achieve it. So you gotta do Malasana first. So squat down like this, and then balance on your hands. Fuck. And try not to land on your face. Woohoo! See, that's as far as I could go. I usually just fall back. Okay, wait. You can try going one at a time. Yeah, you can do like one at a time. But no, I can't possibly do it. I'm good. It's so hard. You should be able to use your core as support. Yeah. The problem is I'm too afraid. I don't have the confidence. I'm too afraid of falling on my face and breaking my nose. So, hey, but it's all relative, right? There's some people in this world that don't exercise at all. So, and they should also not feel bad. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you like beat yourself up over not doing something, that's not helpful. You should compare yourself to how you were last year or last month even. Be like, hey, last month I didn't exercise at all, but this month I exercised 4 times. That's something that, you know, I've had times in my life where I haven't exercised at all. I've had times in my life where I've been just, I couldn't even do the effort to, you know. Tranquilis, I will say this. If you could please reduce the language about trying to make me feel bad, that would be much appreciated. Again, we want to encourage a space of encouragement and not discouragement. You know, so. Because I will say this, the times that I've discouraged myself or like kicked myself for not being good enough are the times when it just made me worse. But the times when, like, for example, this year I felt really confident and like, oh yeah, I actually want to do yoga 3 times a week. It's because I feel good about myself. Hit the tries. Yeah, I need to do more arm workouts for sure. But slowly. Rome wasn't conquered in a day. You know. You gotta do things slowly at a time. Is that what I said? Oh, fuck. You know what? Whatever. I don't know anything. It's fine. Rome wasn't built in a day. Leave me alone. I never studied the Roman Empire, and it shows. Yeah, the closest I ever came was watching Gladiator. That was the closest I ever got about understanding the Roman Empire was watching Gladiator, which also was not even historically accurate. I know that much. Building is one thing, but conquering it, that's next level. Yeah, okay. That takes dedication. Alright, I stand corrected. Anyways, let's go back to my question of the day. Hobbies. Is there any hobby people still want to work on? That they haven't yet? And what's stopping you? I talked about mine being writing a book. I have these days where I imagine myself, like, if I wrote a book and people read it and bought it, and you know what it'd feel like to be able to say, oh yeah, I'm an author. Dom, so I had this whole concept that I mapped out about like a fantasy type book. I wanted to write about basically like a journey of self-discovery, basically mirroring my own journey of like experiencing different belief systems and religions. So basically my book would be like, there'd be different races of like fantasy beings. So like one would be kind of like what would I say, like mineral based, like geode based. There'd be one that would be like mushroom based, obviously. Wait, let me find the picture, the concept picture that I found that was so cool. Oops. I found some concept art that I was thinking, I was like, if I ever write a book, I want this artist to do the art for me. Okay, I'm finding it. Because the concept was so cool. No, not it, not it, not it. The fact that when I go on Google Images now, I have to filter through all the freaking AI art really pisses me off. Get out of here, AI art. Yes. Okay, look at this. You guys, this is so badass. Okay, I'm gonna go to the actual artist. Look at this. Oh, okay, wait, my display capture. There. This is cool. I love this art so much. It's so imaginative and creative. Let me see if there's more. Oh no, that's it, but yeah, they're kind of like. Okay, so please tell me there's atheists. Yes, don't worry, there's atheists in it. Don't worry. Those are going to be the fire people. Let me see if I can find the diagram. I'm gonna look for the diagram. So every one is a different religion, right? So, and basically it's gonna be something similar to, it might be like I haven't decided, it might be like a young adult novel. I probably shouldn't share all my ideas. That's probably not a good idea, but honestly, whatever. My husband always tells me not to do these things. He told me I shouldn't talk about my finances. And he also told me that I shouldn't talk about... He's one of those people who like always leaves his cards very close to the chest. I think that comes because he has immigrant parents. Like honestly, I think that's what it is. Who've been taken advantage of a lot, so I don't blame him. But I am somebody who's unfortunately very naive, so I just kind of am very open with everything. And yeah, have I been burned by it? Absolutely. But that hasn't stopped me so far from continuing to be open. Of course, I wrote it in a random spot in my notebook, so now I can't freaking find it. Okay, anyway. It would be something similar to like Divergent, but better. Where it would be like, you get to choose how you die. You get to choose how you die. So you start out as like a regular humanoid kind of, or like human, and then you choose what path you take. And so once you choose, you're kind of locked into that. And so you start to slowly become whatever it is you choose. So the mushroom people obviously slowly over time become like this. They slowly decompose and eventually just become mushrooms. Or like this, the geode people, whatever, like it'd be like willow people, and they'd slowly start growing leaves as they're dying. So that's kind of like a sign of aging. There'd be like a system of like resources, how each different, so each kind of clan of people live in like different biomes, kind of. Kind of similar to like a Court of Thorns and Roses, which I'm sure none of you guys have read. I have read, by the way. Where there's like the spring core and the winter core and the summer core and the do the groups interact with each other or just with you? They do interact with each other, although they're pretty separate. So that's kind of the issue, is that they're very separate in their but they do depend on each other, like for producing specific resources. I wish I had my chart. I don't have it. It's okay. I gotta leave some information for you, to your imagination. But there would be this like, so the antagonist I'm thinking about, let me tell you my antagonist. My antagonist is gonna be Brian Johnson. My antagonist is gonna be Brian fucking Johnson. He's gonna because he's gonna come in and he's gonna be like, hey, you guys, I've found a way to make sure that none of us die, and we don't have to choose. You don't have to choose. You can just stay immortal by taking this elixir or what. I haven't figured out the details, but he comes through and he's like, hey, you guys, we don't need any of that belief system bullshit. Let's just live forever. And then the book will try to attempt to answer the question of like what it means to live a finite existence and what value different belief systems can provide. So anyway, that's kind of my thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get around to writing it. But yeah. What am I looking? Chozo, you're looking at mushroom people. Mushrooms. Mushroom people. These ones are kind of more monster types. So you can still. Okay, here's what I'm thinking of too, is you can still choose not to. Oh, Dom says, I barely had an idea and wrote like 2 pages on a whim. That's how mine started. That's the thing, I just gotta start, you know? It's the starting. When I was getting in the process of like creating a diagram of how everything fit together, I was like, oh yeah, this sounds great. Just do it. In the words of Shia LaBeouf, do it. Just do it. Okay, this artist doesn't have any more more mushroom people. But yeah, this is the kind of, or like something like this too would be cool. Oh yeah, like, you know, like an ink cat mushroom, Amanita muscaria. Yeah. Anyway. So Chozo, I have heard of that game. It's actually on my list. I might play it one of these times. I just gotta figure out how to get it to work on my computer. Maybe that's the game we play for the rest of the week. Let me see if I can figure it out before Wednesday. And if I can, then we'll play that one. Oops. Oh my gosh, this freaking ninja is pissing me off. And also the fact that I'm like so slow. I can't possibly. I need a TV in here for real. I'm gonna just be feeding him like 10 million cookies, that'll be fine. I already have dolphins, so I'm already halfway there. That's true. Dom says, you want to pick up another art hobby, but I don't know what it'd be. Oh, dang it. I didn't get Superstar. Okay, should I try again? No, I don't want to try again. I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna save. Let's do one of the harder levels. I would like to do a harder level. Tape fruit to walls and sell it for 250k. That's the thing. I see that refly. I'm like, you know what? Why haven't I tried? People are doing this, and I'm over here not trying. So there's something for everyone. There's art for everyone. I just have to ensure that I will enjoy the process, because that, at the end of the day, that's the only thing I can guarantee, that I will enjoy it. I can't enjoy that. I can't ensure that anybody else will enjoy it. You know, but oh my god, everyone's frozen. So I just want to set myself up for success. Oh, okay. It's fine. We'll deliver this one. What are these cavemen like? Do they like the cooking channel, perhaps? They do not like... Oh, that's the fashion channel. I mean, Yeti, whatever. Words. Words are useless. I've given up on finding the right words for shit. Oh no! Okay, I just made the wrong cake. I'm starting over. Yetis are forbidden. No, they're at Disneyland. They're not forbidden. Anything at Disneyland is not forbidden. Well, Dom, you seem to me like somebody who doesn't struggle to find new hobbies. Or, like, get started on them, you know? I admire you for that. You have a lot of drive that I don't have. Okay, maybe the red one? Oh, they like the red one. Okay, cool. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I went to that party this weekend, and, of course, when everybody asked me, so what do you do? I go, oh, fuck. How do I answer that? I'm amongst all these successful people, and I'm, before I had the excuse of, oh, I'm studying for my master's, haha, international relations. It kind of sounds funny that I pursued an entire degree so I would have a talking point. That's literally what happened. That's what I did. Genuinely, that's what I did. I pursued a degree so I would be able to have something to tell other people at parties because I wanted to quit my job so badly. So that's what I did. But now I graduated, so now what the fuck do I tell people? I don't know. Make them doubt they asked, how do you do, instead of what? Oh, Dom, it would be cool to make clothes. Wait, Dom, if you put your art, you know those prints you make, the art, on like a t-shirt or something, or on like clothes, that'd be cool. I'd buy a t-shirt. Although I don't know how you feel about t-shirts. Personally, I'm a t-shirt connoisseur. I love t-shirts. You designed some shirts already? Hell yeah. That was the pirate ship wheel t-shirt. Oh, you mean the Buddhism? You mean the Buddhism? Oh, brother. I have a whole mix of people here. I love that people in my community are able to take things not literally. We are not trying to offend anyone on this channel with our humor. Okay. That's just more graphic stuff, not learning to sew. Oh, wait, that's what you want to do. You want to actually make clothes and sew clothes. Okay. That's even cooler. Did you guys know I made a t-shirt? I made a t-shirt once when I was a teenager. The K-pop fan art. I put it on a t-shirt. I had one person buy it. One person bought it, and it was the person I did the art for. I was like, hey, can I make a t-shirt out of this? They're like, oh yeah, I'll buy it. That's it. It was, to be fair, it was kind of shitty. It's kind of shitty art. Or like, it just didn't look good on a t-shirt, you know? So, anyways, I can say that I have made a t-shirt. I remember a friend ages ago made their own pants and I thought it was the coolest thing. I have made my own clothes before. I think I mentioned this. I made my own clothes for Trek. I told you guys about Trek, right? When we cosplayed as Mormon pioneers in the desert for like a week. It's whatever. It's an initiation into Mormon adulthood. You gotta, as a teenager, you gotta gather with the other Mormons, you gotta go out in the desert, and you gotta pull hand carts. You gotta make your own clothes, you gotta rough it out in the wild, out in the desert. So yeah, I made my own clothes for that. I sewed my own skirt. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine, oops, I gotta put Mormon in front of it. Yep, this is it. Yeah, this is what we did. We did this. So imagine, so I made a bonnet and a skirt. Here. That's what it looks like. And you gotta pull these hand carts and they have like the food and the tents and whatever. No shower, obviously, no toilets, 1 week. Sometimes we made our own food, but luckily we did have like a camp chef that like helped make food for us. That was nice. But we have oh my God, this is so realistic. Okay, you see this? Like climbing up hills, pushing it. And some people, you know, were lazier than others. So we had some people who were like sick and they would be able to ride in the handcart while everybody pushed and pulled them. So angry at those people. So there's something called the women's pole, where they actually force, there we go. They force the women, I don't know why, I forgot the lore, but all the women, so all the men basically stand back and the women fucking have to pull the hand carts by themselves. I need to look up the lore actually. I was reminiscing about this. Yes, r/x Mormon. Okay, we're gonna try and get something a little bit less disrespectful. Okay, what is it? No, that's not helpful. Okay, this is more reputable. This is the Salt Lake Tribune. Okay, so look at this. Mormon teens forsake cell phones, iPad. Oh, let me transition to my different display capture. There we go. Oh, that's not any better, is it? What? What am I doing with my display capture? Did I have my other display capture on this whole time? I did. Mormon teens forsake cell phones, iPads, makeup, and video games. Yes, so cell phones, iPads, not allowed. No technology allowed. It's banned. No makeup either. Long dresses, aprons, and bonnets. Oh yes, I had an apron as well that I made. Or pants with suspenders. The men obviously didn't have to make their clothes. Okay, it's just us. Organized into families with so yeah, we were organized into groups. So a family, which assigned a ma and pa, so like an adult woman, an adult man to kind of supervise. We pull wooden hand carts for miles over uneven terrain. Sing old time hymns, yes, while we're pulling. We did that. Munch beef jerky and yep, we did that. Read the scriptures by the campfire and sleep under the stars, sometimes in hailstorms. So we were allowed to bring tents, so I slept in a tent. The men often like to sleep under the stars, though. They would sleep outside. Many come back from this exercise in planned deprivation and shared suffering, proclaiming as the most spiritually invigorating times of their young lives. I did not feel that way. I hated every minute of it. I thought it was pointless. Anyways, tell me about the women's. What's the women's poll? Ah, okay. The women's poll. Trek leaders tell the teenage boys and male adults they have been called to serve in the Mormon Battalion. So the Mormon Battalion was, I actually don't remember. I forgot. I forgot. It was the voluntary unit of the United States Army where they helped in the Mexican-American War of 1846. Right, okay. So we're pretending that the men went to serve in the Mormon Battalion, as leaving the girls and the women to pull the handcarts, sometimes up a hill without help. Yep. And then the men basically stand back, or sometimes they ride in the carts, and all the women are forced to pull, and they choose an especially difficult patch of terrain, like I'm telling you, like up this hill basically, to pull, and yeah. Oh my god, this is so realistic. You see this? Push! Lucky for them it wasn't muddy. That is one thing about being in the desert, is that it's, usually not too muddy. Sometimes it is, but so you don't have to deal with that. But like, imagine, so we had to wear long skirts in the summer heat. This was in the summer, by the way. Yeah, that's what we did. A spiritual practice. That's interesting. Anyway, I don't know what started me on that, but it really, is it like Oregon Trail? I would say so, but without the dysentery. Without the dysentery. A lot of like social activities, so that like at night they've got like a dance with like so it's co-ed usually, except for the women's poll, but you have like dances between girls and boys. Of course, you're supposed to keep one Book of Mormon between the women and the men. Cannot close the gap between that. It wasn't all that bad. It's just, it's fun to look back on it now and be like, wow, I really did that. I think that, I don't know, like, oh, I forgot to turn off my, there we go. Planned suffering isn't always bad. Like, yeah, suffering without a purpose, that is bad for sure. But there can be some forms of planned suffering that can be beneficial and useful. In this case, though, it's very tricky, right? If you have a child that already believes in the religion and has strong faith, then perhaps I would say can be helpful. But for me, I didn't really have a strong belief in the church or anything, so it felt like pointless suffering. I just don't know how, like, if I ever have kids, I'm not sure how I would raise them. Like, because I would want them to have some planned suffering. I don't want their lives to be too good, because that could be a problem later on. If you grow up with a childhood that's too good, you grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth, then you might be set up for a lot of disappointment and suffering later. Hello, Eclectic. Welcome back. Hello, my friend. We're doing something a little different today. We're doing Cake Manic Monday. Cake Manic Kids. We're playing Cake Mania. It's one of my childhood games. But planned suffering isn't bad to incorporate, but I can't get behind the pointless suffering. Well, absolutely not. I just don't know, like with teenagers, how you know what I mean? How do you get them invested? No way. You used to play this all the time? Oh my god. See, everybody's been coming to my chat has been like, where did you pull this game from? Who likes this game? And I'm over here like, it's my favorite game. I'm over here like, I loved playing this game. I'm glad I found a fellow enjoyer of Cake Mania. I hope you have I hope you had a great weekend, my friend. Where did the music go of my game? Hello? Oh, it's just really quiet. With teenagers, it's tricky because they only care about what they care about, right? And I was learning this in my certification for ESL, like teaching teenage students, if I ever were to do that. You have to get them mutually invested. You have to basically perform Inception. Convince them. It's not gaslighting. Convince them that they want it. I don't know how you go about doing that though. Oh yeah, similar games for sure. Did you ever play Wedding Dash? Oh, I've been looking for that game. I can't find it. I found this on Wild Tangent Games, and I did buy it. Wow, you guys, good job me. I bought the game. I bought it. But they don't have Wedding Dash. Dang it. I'm gonna find it. Diner Dash. You know what? I didn't actually do Diner Dash ever. I should play that one. I would love it. I don't know why. Well, okay, I do know why. My grandma was the one who had all these games available at her house. And so it was kind of dependent on what she had. And these games are freshly released. I downloaded them. Big Fish Games. Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah. Oh, crap. I didn't get Superstar on this one. Whatever. We're going to try a different one. We're going to do this one. Yeah. Yeah, I would have found it in my most recent search, but Wild Tangent still exists, and that's where I got this game this time. You can find them, I think you can find them off of, well, I shouldn't, never mind. We're not gonna say, but you could find them. The main characters on the Big Fish Games website look like they're from Harry Potter or some boy band. Wait, did you find it, Refly? Does it still exist? Oh shit, no way. That's awesome. I will be doing some investigations later. Not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored or anything. Yeah, thanks, Refly. Well, I think there's definitely a large movement of people who want to preserve old games. I know that, like, with Toontown, for example, I used to play Toontown, and Disney, like, pulled the plug on that game a while ago. But they had some developers who wanted to keep it alive, and so they, like, basically... Oops. They basically, started running it themselves, and so I played it back in 2020. Yeah, Toontown Rewritten, hell yeah. That was my 2020 hyperfixation, was Toontown. I played it with my brother over Discord. I'd call him on Discord. You didn't like the changes? Okay, that's fair. One thing I liked about it was that there was less of a paywall. Like, a lot of things were now you were able to freely do, whereas with the Disney version, like, you had to pay to do almost everything. You know, like do buildings, or go to certain areas on the map. And I was like, I'm not paying for this. One of these days I'm gonna go back and play Barbie.com. I'm gonna go back to Barbie.com. I'm gonna go back to PollyPocket.com. That was where it was at. Oh boy, everybody's freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. Everyone's mad at me. Okay, after this level, I think we should look at some more philosophy memes. What do you guys think? I think I would like to do that. Toby would like to do that. She just meowed. She's like, yes, I would love to look at the memes. Yes, mother, I would love to look at the memes. Oh, there's an ad break. Okay. Actually, maybe while the ads are running. Okay, while the ads are running. While the ads are running, I'm going to take a really quick break. I'm going to get some more tea and use the bathroom. So I encourage everybody else to do the same.
You are this universe, and you are creating it at every moment. You are this universe, and you are creating it at every moment.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Wow. Oh my god, thank you, Eclectic. That's so sweet of you. Wow. You are this universe. And now you don't have to be subjected to the ads anymore. Hell yeah. That is honestly iconic. Thank you. No ads. Ooh, and now you've got a little mahjong tile next to your name. I love it. Let me find I'll show you what it is. I've got my mahjong. Shut up. I have anemia. Shut up. You are so mean. You are so mean. I will not endure this anymore. I'm drawing the line. I have anemia reflux. I have told you this. I've mentioned it many times. It means I'm low on iron. It means my blood does not have enough iron. And so it causes me to be out of breath. You think that's funny, Choza? You think that's funny? You think my medical condition is funny? How dare you? Just kidding. Okay, look. It's a mahjong. It's a focus. 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 Oh, it's not gonna focus. Okay, how about now? there's Toby. Will that focus? It will not. How about? You know what? Screw it. Whatever. It's fine. Anyways, you know. Here, if it's next to my face, it will focus. But it's a mahjong. My finger slipped. I'm sure it did. Your library just hosted a mahjong gathering yesterday. Oh, you just watched? Oh, that's awesome. Do you know how to play? I love playing mahjong. It's one of my favorite things. Especially when I'm in China. I love... Well, they play it fast there. They play it really, really fast. So, and they also gamble. So,
What's up, Beijing?
What's up, Beijing? Exactly. I show up to the mahjong parlor and I say, "What's up, Beijing?" Show up to the mahjong parlor. If I was in Beijing in a mahjong parlor, then I would say, "What's up, Beijing?" And then the Americans would think I say, "What's up, Beijing?" And the Chinese people would think I said, "I'm in Beijing." So I'd be correct both ways. I need a fair amount of practice. Oh, that's still cool that you know how to play. So, yeah. Anyway, I love mahjong. Not enough to hold your own. Well, maybe what you need to do is go to China and then be forced. That's how I learned. I learned trial by fire. As soon as I had a fire lit under my ass, of like, you better win, otherwise you're gonna lose your money. They don't gamble with a lot of money. They gamble with like, I don't know, like $20, $10, $20. It's like, you know, thrown into the deep end. I know. Exactly. They all tremble when they hear me arrive and state, "What's up, Beijing?" while taking a seat at the master's mahjong table. Yeah. Well, there's certain mahjong tables which you have to, like, they have a gambling limit. If you go to, like, Macau, for example, like, I wouldn't even be able to get in to play mahjong. Because you have to be, like, a VIP. Like, there are some definitely, like, higher-ups in the Chinese administration that are probably only exclusively invited to certain mahjong, you know, games. Anyways, so let's look at some memes, shall we? Let's look at some memes. What's a meme that I wanted to do? I should have shared this during Thanksgiving time. There's our little philosopher. Why don't you come down and explain being towards death while we carve the turkey? It's just like this demon upstairs in the attic. There's our little philosopher. Yeah. What's the comments say? I'd actually love to hear the conversation. Interesting. So people would tell me you're a sub without... Okay. Anyway, I think it's funny. People who can't go more than 5 minutes without saying, Wittgenstein speaks of this. Wittgenstein speaks of this. Anyway. Okay, here's another one I found I thought was good. Are you on the spectrum? Yeah, this one. Becoming a nihilist when everything is going wrong, or becoming an absurdist when everything is going right. This relates to the other meme I was sharing earlier. When something goes wrong, when something goes wrong, you're like, do you ever cook something in the microwave but it's still really cold in the middle and you just keep eating it instead of heating it longer? Because life is pointless and entropy is unavoidable and the universe is filled with chaos. You just like one thing goes wrong and you just start going in this negative spiral about how life is devoid of meaning. And that's when I went to that party on Friday, that's what happened. I went into a huge nihilistic spiral. I was like, this is pointless. I was literally Jim Carrey. I was hit. Wait. No, we gotta find the interview. This was me. Me showing up at the country club on Friday.
Say Jim Carrey. Yes.
What?
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
This is when I tell you this is me. One small thing turns into a spiral. I remember that interview like the back. I know, it's so iconic. The Reflex said, if you know what got him in that state, it's sad, by the way. What happened? I actually don't know. I don't know much about him, to be honest. But he definitely is... Does it say in his Wikipedia? Let's see. That was in like 2010s, right? So let me look in the 2010s and see if it shows anything. Oh, a woman he was dating. Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad. That really is too bad. Oh, and certain world events, certain local events as well. It's easy to, get caught up in, because once one bad thing happens, then you start seeing all the other bad things that are happening in the world, and then you just start to spiral. So that makes sense for sure. Oh, he wrote a children's book. It's about a kind of metaphysical children's story which deals with a lot of heavy stuff in a really childish way. Oh, that's fascinating. I remember, so I quickly said, I remember him speaking about his severe depression. He's tired of playing the character. Yes, he said that as well. Yeah. He gave a great speech at some high school and college graduation. Yeah, no, I love Jim Carrey. I think he speaks a lot of truth a lot of the time. Reclusive, bruh. Pfft. Get out of here, news.com. Pfft. We don't need you. No, I like him because he's just honest. Or at least he seems honest, you know? He seems like he just says what's on his mind when it's on his mind. No matter, like, what his position, his status is, he's just like, yep. He shows up at an event and he's like, yeah, this is meaningless. And the reporter, the response to the reporter, she's like, doesn't really know how to deal with that information. So, anyway, Jim Carrey is our spirit animal, for sure. Holds himself well and true, especially in Hollywood for sure. So anyway, huge respect for him. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Why did I make this cake? Hello? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna start over. They'd fire me as a reporter because I'd agree with them. But you see, here's the thing I collected. This is why I can't, because I studied international relations, right? But then halfway through I realized that I wouldn't be able to have a career in that because I'd have to be biased one way or the other. Like whatever government I'm working for, which would be the United States, I'd have to side with them completely on something. I just can't do that. I can't do that. I have to be my own person. I can't hold myself to another person's agenda or another country's agenda. I like to look at things like on a case by case basis, you know? Because I think that's where a lot of fuck-ups happen, especially when in terms of foreign relations, when a country approaches it from a very biased standpoint of like, we need to preserve democracy. Oh my god, the amount of times that we fucked up with that based on that one statement. When I took my international law class, it was like it was absolutely appalling. I was like, okay, just kidding. Team American theme song starts playing. Yeah. I am a little bit cynical when it comes to international affairs. It's only because I've been burned. Once you know the truth, you can't go back. It's so crazy to me, because like the professor of IR, like, I think she tried to warn us in the beginning, but we didn't know. We didn't know we were in for. But about halfway through the semester, everybody was looking at each other being like, is this real? Like, is this what really happened? Wait, where do we live right now? Oh my god. It was definitely a time of much existential turmoil and dread, much realization, much disillusionment. The thing that my professor tried to get us hooked on was, okay, look at this. Maybe yeah, that's all bad, but let's look at the good examples, right? Let's look at the Montreal Agreement. It's like, yeah, okay, I guess. That's cool, right? The Montreal Agreement is cool. I love the Montreal Agreement. whatever. Fuck. I got it wrong. It's fine. Montreal Protocol. The international treaty designed to protect the ozone layer that was signed by all parties. Yay us. Good job. Woo. It took a lot of convincing for some parts of the world. Took a lot of convincing, but we did it. And you know what? We stopped the depletion of the ozone layer. At least to as severe as it was currently doing. Yeah, like reversing the production of chlorofluorocarbons. I think that's how you say it. And like hairspray and refrigeration, and like we didn't single-handedly, but we all collectively came together and were able to stop the production of those harmful chemicals. Yay us! We could finally agree. Ratified by 198 parties. The first universally ratified treaty in the United. So all the parties of the United Nations. So obviously there's some countries left out, but like, yes. Can I get a yes? Let's see. Wait.
Yes.
Yes. Why is it located at the bottom of Earth?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I don't know. Wonder if it has to do with. I have no idea. Only 14 years lapsed between a basic research discovery and the international. This is actually pretty quick. Yeah, so they phased out chlorofluorocarbons, which is cool. And we did it! Anyway. Like they said, the good examples go in and out once you get deeper in the bad stuff. Yes. Some may call it delusional to look at a tiny little good example and be like, cling on to it and be like, yeah, okay, look, we can do it, right? But I don't know. It's better than complete despair, right? So it's better than complete despair, which isn't helpful for anyone. You must not despair. Okay, Reef Life found out. Let's see. The very low winter temperatures in the Antarctic stratosphere cause polar stratosphere clouds to form special reactions. Thanks, NASA. Okay, so it has to do with the temperature. Interesting. Well, but if it affected the whole planet. That was the problem. But we did it. We came together. We, despite our differences, yeah, you have basically different camps in terms of international relations. So we should have just heated up Antarctica. Using our brains. I like it. There's different camps, right? There's the idealists, which was me, who would cling on to like, oh, look at this, we've got the Montreal Protocol. Look at this, we've got the these international organizations working together. That's something, right? And then we've got the realists who come in and say, the world is anarchy. The only reason why we're held together is because we have nuclear weapons. Because big guns. I don't like those people. I don't like realists. I'll be honest with you. You're a realist and an anarchist. Oh no! No. Well, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to believe that, that's fine. I love how in the same sentence I said, I don't like realists. You're like, I'm a realist. Whoops. Sub refunded. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I take it back. What I should have said was, I disagree. I disagree with the perspective. It's not even that I disagree, it's that I want to disagree. I want to disagree. I don't want that to be reality. Because if that was reality, that would be really sad, you know? Being a realist. Okay, well, I guess Eclecte is now an honorary popman. Popman. That's a gender neutral term, by the way. Popman is gender neutral, welcoming of all. I'm gonna turn up the music just slightly. There we go. That's nice. I want you to be able to enjoy the loop music. When you put it that way, I didn't fit in the definition. Well, okay, I'm just talking about in terms of international relations theory. You can't brainwash at low volumes. Oh boy, that is not what I'm trying to do. And that was definitely an overgeneralization. There's realists in almost any discipline. In terms of international okay, here, let me pull it. Let's make sure we're getting things correct. And I think I'm talking specifically about... Am I talking about neorealism? I think I'm talking about neorealism. Let's see. In enduring competition among self-interested states vying for power and positioning within an anarchic global system devoid of a centralized authority. So basically it means there's no police force in terms of the world. So it's basically every man for himself, every country for himself. And so it's shaped by power politics, national interest, and a pursuit of security and self-preservation. So every country is trying to preserve themselves. And they don't know, it's basically, if you've heard of like game theory. If you've heard of game theory, right, where, like the prisoner's dilemma, right? And everybody loves talking about the prisoner's dilemma in international relations. They like, yeah. I was gonna say something mean, but I'm not going to. So if you have like, you are not a potman, you revoke your potman status. Okay, so basically you have two people who are accused of some crime, and basically if one of them confesses to the crime, they get only... Okay, so if one of them confesses to the crime and the other one doesn't, then they get 5 years in prison. If the other person confesses and they confess both, if they both confess, they both get 3 years in prison. If neither one of them confess, if they both remain silent, they receive 1 year in prison. Okay, and I've seen different examples where one of them's like 10 years, you know, it's more extreme or whatever. But basically it's like, but they have no, the most important factor is that they cannot collaborate with each other. They can't work together. So suspect A has no idea what suspect B is going to say. So if suspect A is like, ooh, okay, I don't know. So the crime, right? If suspect B, like, or they're like, and I guess they kind of have an understanding of the rules. So like, the best option in both of their cases that they would choose to do is to confess. That's what both would choose every single time. Try to say suspect. Did I say it too many times, Refly? I'm sorry. Okay? Jeez. Anyway. The most ideal situation is for both suspect A and suspect B to both confess. Because then they don't have a chance of...
Accept yourself.
Yes.
Folks. Starts with you.
Thank you. So true.
It starts with you.
Even though the most ideal situation for both of them is to remain silent. But they can't obviously talk to each other. So the whole world works like that, according to realists, is that nobody really knows what each other's thinking, and so they are going to they need to do things to preserve their own citizens or like territory or whatever, because they don't know how the other person's going to react. While that may be true, for example, between two different countries that don't have diplomatic relations, I don't know if that's always true for two countries that do have, because they do try and talk about it. But, anyway, I don't know. It's interesting to think about, though. It's interesting to think about for sure. I tend to fall in the constructivist camp. That probably comes as no surprise to anybody. Constructivism basically means all these assumptions are socially constructed. I like Wendt. I've read Wendt before. I think he wrote, "Anarchy is what states make of it." That's a good one that kind of describes his point of view. But the structures of human association are determined primarily by shared ideas rather than material forces. And that, so it has to do with identity, with interests, with, anyway, and I guess, like, sometimes when I was learning about these different theories, I was like, why is this valuable for me to learn about this? Like, to learn about theory, but I guess what makes it valuable is when you look at world leaders and how they operate, you can kind of tell, Yeah, so Refly, I was talking about international relations realism. That's different. Philosophical realism is different. Yeah, you could be like a philosophical realist, and that's cool, and also be a international relations constructivist, right? Like what they said, constructivism sounds much more like me. Nice. And then you've got liberalists, which think that everything is about the associations with each other. So like, international organizations mostly. It's all about the organizations. Yeah, philosophical realists is what I was claiming, yeah. The pop men are philosophical realists. Okay, cool. Honestly, at the end of the day, like, it gets confusing when you're talking about theories and whatnot. Like, sometimes you do have to ask yourself, why? Why do I care? But this is why philosophers always ask, what do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? It's because it is important, right, to distinguish. Because when you say, I'm a realist, you don't know whether that means you believe in IR realism or, oh no, Refly, have mercy. Let Eclecte back in. Is it too late? I hope it's not too late. It was a one-time thing. Oh crap, nobody liked that TV show. Oh. Making mistakes is human. So true. What do they like? Do they... Oh, they like the yellow show. Okay, we'll do that. I've got a friend here. It's time. It's always the same, every day. She's like, it's time. It's time for you to pay attention to me. She's gonna knock over my monitor. Oh my god, please do not knock. She almost knocked over my monitor. Okay. Is that a... It's a lime cake. Oh, but kiwi cake's cool too. Have you ever had a kiwi flavor cake? Oh, rush bonus. Oh my god. You gotta move faster. Jack, go. Go, 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 go. He can't move fast enough. He's so slow. He's so painfully slow. Your new kitten knocked over your monitor and webcam. No! Are they okay? Thankfully nothing broke. That's good. Okay, I might have enough. I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk about that, shall we? Moving forward, I will ask, what do you mean by that to ensure I don't claim something that I'm not? Make sure to Jordan Peterson. No, don't Jordan Peterson it. Let's talk about that, shall we? No, I like making fun of it, because if it gets too excessive, if you start asking about the definition to every single word somebody else says, you're like, okay, we're getting lost in the sauce here. Okay, we've lost track of reality. Hi. Do you need attention? She needs attention. She's on my computer. What do you think? Should I give her attention? Can you see? Oh, you can't see her. Okay, sure. You know what, guys? I think we've had a successful Manic Monday. What do you think? I think we've attention granted. Yeah, I think it's time for me to give her some attention. So we might have to end for today. Let me see if there's anybody I can raid. Hold on. Oh my god, sorry. We're trying to figure out our... Technology is difficult. Oh, nobody's raiding. I mean, nobody's streaming right now. Let me see if anybody's streaming Cake Mania. Oh, it's just me. Wait! Wait, there's someone playing Cake Mania. Oh shit. Okay, we gotta raid them. You guys, we're gonna raid the Cake Mania enjoyer. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for spending your Monday with me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. We're probably going to do some more Alice in Wonderland reading and also some yoga. So, yeah. Thank you. And thank you again, Eclectic, for the sub. That was so sweet of you. So, oh, my face is so dark. See you. Okay. Here we go. We're raiding. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, ready? Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
This guy wants spaghetti. We're gonna say he wants spaghetti. Oh my god, he wants pizza. Oh, VIP Marissa with the raid! Oh my gosh! Hello, friends! Oh my god, we're knee deep in this. How are you? Hello, hello, friends! Welcome in, welcome in! I hope your stream was absolutely fabulous. I want to know what you're playing. I will give you my full-blown attention here. These rounds don't last too long, but they are very stressful.
Did I didn't hit stop streaming.